Yo, what's going on guys? Arekkz here, welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. It's Friday, it's XUR day, which of course means I'm here to tell you guys where you can find XUR, what he has for sale, and whether or not any of those items are worth purchasing. So as always, if you guys do enjoy this video, then a like would be super appreciated. Comment down below if you have any questions, but to begin with, if you open up your map and you go to your director, scroll over to Titan, and this week, of course in Destiny 2, don't forget that XUR is just physically marked on the map, so you just find his icon, set your waypointer, your nearest drop point this time is the rig, so go over there. And then if you come over to this area that you see right here and jump through this doorway, you can get to XUR. Really easy to find, and of course, because you can set waypointers, then it is basically impossible to miss. He's not up a tree this week, he's just in a room. But what does he have for sale? And the answer is Wardcliff Coil to begin with, which I'm super happy with because I also don't have this just yet. So I'm going to grab that right now. This is of course a weapon that a lot of Destiny players have for a long time been chasing. The weapon we used to refer to as the dubious volley, and of course then, you know, went through various iterations. This is the microphone looking rocket launcher. It's a really cool weapon. The main perk on this one is of course Mad Scientist. So this weapon fires a volley of rockets. On top of that, you also have volatile launch, which greatly increases your blast radius and slightly decreases your handling speed and your projectile speed. You also have extended mag for an increase to your mag size, but a decrease to your reload speed. You have mechanized autoloader, so the weapon automatically reloads on ammo pickups. And you also have composite stock for a further increase to stability and handling speed. So as rocket launchers go, this is a very nice one. Of course, most rocket launchers in Destiny 2 are single rockets in the chamber, whereas this one does fire a nice big volley. It's great in PvP, also very useful in PvE. There are some situations, for example, I've seen people using it on, say, the bathhouse section of the raid, because you can just fire the volleys into those canisters when you come to destroy them. Examples like that, so it's definitely a weapon worth picking up. It also deals arc damage, so on those nightfalls with Prism, when arc is in rotation, definitely go to town with that. So if you haven't got it, grab it. It's only 29 shards. Everything is really cheap, surprisingly, so if you haven't got this, there is honestly no reason you shouldn't get it. I mean, even if you guys have just started playing Destiny, getting 29 legendary shards isn't that difficult. However, moving on from there to the gear, first up for the Hunter's the Foe Tracer exotic helmet. This one, I really like this. This is a very good Hunter exotic. The main perk on this is Relentless Tracker, so it visually marks targeted enemies, but you also deal more damage to low health marked enemies. This is noticeable to the point where if you actually monitor the damage numbers, then when the enemy starts to get lower on health, you will actually see your numbers ticking up. So especially for those clutch moments, those moments where like the boss is super weak and you just need to do a few more hits, you're doing more damage, so it's definitely a very good DPS focused helmet. And also given the fact it's not tied to a specific subclass, it's not like a arc or void kill kind of thing, then this is applicable no matter what subclass you use. So very good. I use this in the raid for the majority of it, apart from when I go to Callus I swap to Celestial Nighthawk, but generally speaking, this is the exotic I run with, also because I don't have Orpheus Rig. Anyway, on top of that, you of course have your usual swap between resilience or health recovery, but that is that. So if you haven't got it and you're a hunter, definitely pick it up. One of the best exotics in Destiny 2 for the hunter class. As for the Titans, ACD0, feedback fence, of course, an item returning from Destiny 1. The main perk on this, Fury Conductors, melee kills build up an explosive energy within the ACD0 feedback fence, and if you're struck by melee attack, this unleashes that energy into a devastating explosion. Similar to what you saw in Destiny 1, so it's an interesting item. If you're running a melee-focused build or you plan to be like up in the enemy's face, then you can definitely get some use out of it. But otherwise, I would say it's probably not one of the top-tier exotics. That being said, you've also got the resilience or the health recovery options. And finally, for the Warlock Sunbracers, your main perk on this is Helium Spiral, so increase the duration of solar grenades and grants grenade energy on solar melee hits. So if you guys are running the Dawnblade subclass, then this is something you might want to consider. As for your perks, you have increased mobility or increased resilience. So that's pretty much it. Of course, right now, XUR does still have pretty limited stock. He doesn't sell any of the extra sort of fancy things he used to sell in Destiny 1, so it is pretty sparse. But as for recommendations this week, if you haven't got that weapon, 100% pick it up. And if you're a hunter, definitely pick up the helmet. Titans and Warlocks, it really depends on your playstyle and your class and whatnot. So they're not necessarily super high priority grabs, but definitely those first two items are well worth your time. So that's pretty much it. That's your week in XUR. That's where you can find him over on Titan. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, then a like would be super appreciated. Comment down below if you have any questions. And take it easy. Catch you next time. Peace out.